Hey, what's up guys? How's it going? This is German Fernandez. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make this pretty cool looking flower. We're going to start off with 6 sheets of paper. I'm using squares, so make sure they're squares. These are 6 inches by 6 inches. You could use any color you like. Then you're going to need some scissors, a pen, and a ruler, and some tape. So that's pretty much about it. I got 6 sheets of paper here. I'm going to separate them in 3 sets of 2. Alright, so we're going to start off with this one. What we're going to do is we're going to start off by folding this towards the corner. Just like that. Then we're going to fold it towards the corner again. Now we're going to fold this corner this way. And now we're going to fold this corner this way. And if you want to fold it, I'm using construction paper, and it's pretty rough to fold. It's pretty hard. You'd use your pen. Okay, and so now when you fold that, what it's supposed to look like when you open it is like this. If it doesn't look like this, then you're doing it wrong. So now we're gonna do the same thing to the 3 sets. Okay, so now we're done folding them. Like I said, 3 sets of 2. And so now I'm going to explain what we're going to do to all of these right now. So we're going to start off with the first set. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to measure from here to this corner. Not to this one, but to this one. So from here to here. Okay, it says 3 inches. And so what we're going to do is now we're going to measure from this tip right here, 3 inches. And mark it. Okay. So this line right here should be 3 inches because that's just what we measured it. And now that line right there marks 3 inches too. So now I want you guys to draw a line from there to there. There we go. So we're going to do the same thing to the other one. Alright, so that's for the first set. So both of these now have a 3-inch line. So that's our first set. Now we're going to grab our second set, and we're going to do the same thing. So we already know that from here to there's 3 inches, but what we're going to do with the second set is we're going to measure it 1/2 inch less. So if this was 3 inches, it's going to be 2.5 inches. So we're going to draw a line right here at 2.5 inches and a line right here at 2.5 inches. So let's measure that. Okay, so our second set, both of them should be marked at 2.5 inches. So it's going to be shorter than our first one. So that's that. Now we're going to grab our third set, and we're going to make them at 2 inches. So it's 1/2 inch shorter than our last one. So we're going to measure that, do the same exact thing. Alright, so these, the last set, third set, 2 inches. Second set, 2.5 inches tall. Third set is 3 inches. And so what we're going to do to all of them now is cut right there where we drew the line. So we're going to do that to all of ours. Alright, cool. So now what I want you guys to do, so what we're going to do to all of them is we're going to set our fingers right at the tip so that the tip's just barely popping out right there. And we're going to mark it right here. We're going to mark it right here. Right there down the middle. just like that. So it's about a finger. So we're going to do that and then mark it. So we're going to do that to all of them. So we're going to go. Okay, now once you have them all marked, what we're going to do is we're going to draw a line from here to here and give it a nice little curve, because that's what's going to shape our petals. Just like that. So we're going to do the same exact thing to all of them. Okay, cool. So now this is what they're all supposed to look like. Okay, so now what I want you to do to all of them is I want you to cut that shape out. Okay guys, so once you have them all cut, this is what they should look like. And what we're going to do, and we're going to do this to all of them, is we're going to start off by carefully opening them. So what we're going to do now is I want you to set them down, and we're going to fold every single petal just like this. See it? So we're going to fold them all just like this, right from where the tips end. We're going to fold them and fold them down so that it meets up with this line. See? And so we're going to go ahead and do that to all of them. So once we fold them in, this is another step that we're going to do. We're going to fold these upwards just like this. So we're going to grab them and fold them upwards so they got a nice little curve. So we're going to do that to all of them. Okay guys, so once you guys have them all folded, just like I explained to you guys, what we're going to do is we're going to start off with our big ones first. What we're going to do is we're going to put tape on here and then stick this one on top. Simple as that. So we're going to grab a little piece of tape, like about that big. We're going to fold it this way and then fold this side this way, and that way both sides are sticky. Alright, so we're going to stick this right here in the middle. Alright guys, so what we're going to do is I want you guys to make sure that when you guys stick these together, to make sure that the bottom, this petal, is in between two of these. So you do not want them to go like this, because then you know it just won't work. So you want them to go in between just like that. So I want you to go ahead and do this to all of them. Okay guys, so once you guys taped all of them together, now what we're going to do is we're going to tape this one with this one and this one with this one. So pretty much the same steps. What we're going to do is grab a piece of tape, fold it so both sides are sticky. We're going to place it straight down the middle. Now what we want to do, and this part is very important, is we want to make sure that our bottom petal fits right in between these. So just like that. Okay. So now what we're going to do is grab another piece of tape, fold it so that both sides are sticky, stick it down the middle, and same concept. We want to make sure that this top petal right here will go in between the two bottom ones. There we go. Just like that. Alright guys, so we're pretty much close to being done. Now for the final step, what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab a button. So okay, so now you could do anything you want with the middle. I'm gonna use a button, a brown button. I think it's gonna look pretty cool. It's the same deal. You want to get a little piece of tape, just small enough though. You want to make sure it's small enough where it's not gonna be seen. So if you stick it in the middle and it pops off the sides, you want to cut it down a little bit. So let's check it out. Okay, see? So if it fits perfect, then capiche. Now all we're gonna do is make sure to place it dead on the center. Press down on it. Okay guys, so that's how you make this cool looking flower. And you could use any color of paper. You could use different buttons. I mean, you don't gotta do exactly what I do. You know, you could get creative and do your own thing. I hope you guys had fun. I hope yours turned out cool. And I'll see you guys on the next video.